many saying that it should be expected to start from the leaders. It should be expected to start from a president of the United States to move forward and bring that temperature down. If he is not going to, what do you do with it? What do you do about it?
Well, what do you all do with it? You keep putting it out. If you all truly wanted this to change in the media at CNN and other places, your editorial board would say, we're not gonna put this stuff out, but yet you continue to put it out, and that continues to stir the base. Man, we had a hearing last week on UFOs.
That's Republican Congressman Tim Burchett taking the gloves off on CNN by calling out Kate Bolduan and establishment media for pretending President Trump is the one raising the temperature in the country with his rhetoric. Welcome to Nerk News, I'm Nerkish, and it looks like CNN just got a hard dose of reality live on air. Because while they lecture Trump about inflammatory speech, they conveniently forget the years they spent calling him a fascist, a dictator, and a threat to democracy. Here's Congressman Burchett pressing CNN on the blatant hypocrisy they refuse to admit.
Well, what the governor is getting at is that everyone needs to look inward in the wake of this violence. At some point, there should be a turning point to look inward and do better. And President Trump is not doing that as of Sunday, even though despite what Governor Cox was calling for just hours before. Let me play what he said.
The problem is on the left. It's not on the right, like some people like to say on the right. The problem we have is on the left. And when you look at the agitators, you look at the scum that speaks so badly of our country, the American flag burnings all over the place, that's the left. That's not the right.
That is not accurate. I mean, there's a long list of recent political violence against Democrats. The point being is that there is more and more political violence across the political spectrum, targeting both the right and the left. But what do you do with this if the president does not want to take the lead in trying to help?
Ma'am, it's all over. It's not just the president. The guy was shot at. He was shot at once, and he was almost assassinated twice. Look back at my friend Steve Scalise when he was shot. The guy had he had a Republican hunting list, and it took us 5 years, ma'am, 5 years to get that changed by the FBI.
No, Congressman, I'm aware of that list. I actually I have a list of them altogether of the horrific acts of political violence. But again, it goes across the political spectrum. Looking forward, moving forward, if this could be a turning point, I've seen from...
You know, it's incredible how the same people who screamed for years that Trump was a dictator suddenly clutch their pearls about escalating rhetoric the moment he points out the obvious. Anyone with a shred of common sense can see that the left's nonstop demonization is fueling political violence. But of course, CNN wants to shift the blame. I mean, the man survived 2 near-fatal attacks in a matter of months, and establishment media's first instinct was to blame him for it. Burchett is right. When you spend years telling people Trump is the devil, don't act shocked when unhinged radicals take that seriously.
I'm creating a conversation, and I take pride in the fact that we do bring the temperature down on this program, and I'm definitely redoubling efforts to do that now by playing the words of the president in order to bring about conversation with an elected member of Congress. That's not trying to stir, that's trying to have conversation. And that's trying to ask you what you thought about it, rather than have you come back and attack me about it.
Well, ma'am, I'm not attacking you. I'm just letting you know that you all need to look within at CNN if you want to continue down this path, because clearly your ratings show that, and the conservative movement is showing that they're not watching you because of that. If you all truly had some objective reporting instead of constantly attacking conservatives and Republicans, then there would be a change, I think. But there's not going to be a change. You all don't want to change down deep. Maybe you do, ma'am, but I dare say that the vast majority of your colleagues do not. They do not come from the conservative spectrum. They see this as just as a Republican type situation, and it is absolutely not. You're seeing as much or more on the left than you are from the right, and this is just down that same road once again. And it proves my point that this will never change.
Yeah, but making broad brush statements about any group of people or vast generalizations when you are not involved in any internal discussions within this network or any other network is also not moving the ball forward in a positive way. Congressman, thank you for your time. John.
Speaks volumes. All right, a big announcement coming from the House. Longtime Republican Congressman Michael McCaul announced he will not seek.
You know, CNN doesn't just report the outrage, they manufacture it, amplify it, and then pretend they're innocent observers. I mean, when Trump supporters are attacked or conservatives are smeared, CNN looks the other way. That is, of course, when they're not the ones perpetuating it. But if a Democrat feels unsafe because someone wore a MAGA hat and smiled at them, it's breaking news. Burchett's point is simple. The establishment media isn't a referee in this fight. They're an active participant fanning the flames while demanding Trump take the blame. But let me know what you think. Do you agree with Burchett that CNN is complicit in fueling this dangerous climate? Let me know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. That stuff really does help us out. Until then, this has been Nerk News. Thanks for watching. Bye.